The bombing started about November the 30th. That was the first real attack on Bristol. I remember that because we went down to the main shopping centre, which was Castle Street at that time. I wasn't very old, about 12 or 13, I suppose. And I was sat outside the Woolworths when the bombing started. And we had to get out of it as soon as possible, but there were civil defence and soldiers barring, locating you into different patches. We caught the tram back home, and then we watched the bombing of Bristol from Kingswood. It's just a matter of burning flames. It was all absolutely levelled. You had to stay away from the big buildings. Pieces were falling down. You could walk from Old Market through to the centre in a straight line. There was a path through the middle, and all the workers were walking through there. On that first night, all the trams in Bristol were wiped out. That's when they first introduced the buses. Every night at 6 o'clock we went into the shelters. Dad said, could do with a cup of tea, mate. Mum scrambled out. Dad scrambled after her without his helmet on. And she said, put your helmet on, Bill. Oh, he said, I'm all right. He said, I've been through the First World War. He said, I've been through all this. And he's a bit on the stubborn side. And she said, Bill, she said, put your helmet on. So he put his helmet on, and a piece of shrapnel came down, bing, not a couple of seconds afterwards. So she more or less saved his life, because it would have taken his head off. And that's when he went in afterwards, followed her into the kitchen, and got another blast, and the back door was blown in onto my mother, taken flat. She wasn't hurt, but she was kicking away under the door, and my father went across, lifted the door back. Are you all right, Maeve? Are you all right? And she was laughing. I didn't see her with that, but I was just by the door. But then I saw my father reach across and smack my mother's face. I said, what do you do that with? He said, your mum's in shock. He said, you're a bit older, I'll tell you what to do. But he said, she's all right. Don't worry about her. And he held me. I was about 13, 14, I think. He held his round around me. Now he said, have a good cry. He said, get out of your system. He said, it's all over now. That was it. I registered at 16. I was not old enough to go in the Army, Navy or Air Force, but I could go in the junior tour. So I was registered with National Fire Service as a bugler. I would be shown how to roll up the hoses and get them laid out to fight a fire. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it. Remembrance Day, 1944. I played the last post at Bristol Cathedral. We listened on a Sunday morning. It was recorded on Radio West, I think. And I remember my father was very proud. I registered with the Flying Fox, which was a training ship for sailors. You wouldn't take to sea or anything like that, but you learnt all your ropes and seamanship. So it was like a little introduction to Navy life. To clear all the sea channels all around the north of England, Germany, right across to Murmansk. That was clearing mines. Well, we were not clearing mines. We were supervising, because the minesweepers would do the minesweepers, but we kept all the outer area, the perimeter, free of any floating mines, because there was loose mines and there was the magnetic ones all in it. You know, one would set off a dozen. We landed in Hamburg, and Germany was absolutely flattened. Everything we saw there, we'd seen in Old Market Street. always remember that.